Hey everyone, Miacidae here, welcome back. Today we're going to be continuing on Darkest Dungeon 2 with our Grand Slam attempt. I think we're going to be going into Act 3 today. That's kind of my plan. We're going to see if it actually works. If not, well, we'll see. Clear warnings that my OBS is acting a little weird today. So I'm not sure how much that's affecting the recording and all that jazz. It's kind of crashed a few times today. It seems to be working fine. All the audio seems to be working fine, but if anything seems odd with the sounds or anything like that, yeah, that's probably the issue, unless it's my mic, and the mic is a different issue entirely. We're going to be going into Obsession, I think. I'm just double checking that. My notes here, we haven't done Act 3. That is correct. I'm thinking... Actually, wait. Would Act 3 be the better one to do? Or do I want to do Act 4 to try to get Act 3 stun resistances? Because that would carry over to Act 5 as well, wouldn't it? Nah, screw it.
Morality chokes on the poison fruits of preoccupation.
I'm living with the choices I made at the beginning of this episode. Hell or high water. Alright, so Crossroads. We all know the team. I'm not changing it. So we all know I'm using the Red Tusk team at this point. For those of you who haven't seen me beat the first two acts, here are the cards available to them if I figured those out. Otherwise, well, you can see the previous two episodes. I'm not changing the team in of like the paths or the like positionings or anything like that, but just to go over the quirks, the diseases, and all that jazz. We have Boudica with Rancantour, we have her on Generous, so those are pretty good for positive relationships. We also have Breacher locked in, so she will almost always start with combat in rank 1 with 2 block pluses with strength, which is kind of whatever, and 2 taunts, which considering, you know, Carcass is amazing. She also has Cadaver Fearing and Germophobic. She also has Tarantism, which I'm actually okay with, considering the fact that I'm not sure what order is for Tarantism and Breacher. So I'm not sure, like, she goes Breacher, goes forward by 3, and then Tarantism would trigger, forcing her back, or if it's Tarantism, then Breacher. But it also has a chance of giving her dodge, which might be okay. And then if I can show memories, if I can figure that out, here we go. She also has a hot bath, which is stress resistance, which also just stacks with Carcass because she can heal stress when she is stressed out and when crit. And then she has fresh bread, which on any use of food item gives her even more max health. So like, I think the best item for her gives 30% max health, so she would get 35 instead. So that's just a substantial amount of health on someone that can already take a lot of damage, just making her all the more tanky. Reynald here is an Aggressor. He has Bon Vivant, which is positive relationship chance up, negative down. He has Martyr, so if he's ever on death's door, he has minus stress, and he has Defiant, which on round start heals him by 5%, and that is locked in. He also has Boisterous, which is kind of locks out the Bon Vivant, but also has negative relationship chance down from that, Necrophobic, and Hemophiliac. We also have Mother's Comfort, so he has bleed resistance up. He has Promise Kept, so 10% more damage. We have Sarmenti, who I haven't had the greatest luck with. So he doesn't have anything locked in, but Amateur Armorsmith, Fanaticator, Quick Draw, Scattered Brain, Book Burner, Occultomaniac, and then we have a Lesson Learned, so the guy who's already critting like crazy crits for more, or crits more often, and First Kiss, so he has more debuff resistance, and then Para, your local maniac on Alchemist. Iron Constitution is locked in, so she has more health, Amateur Armorsmith, so she has a chance at having crits, and she has the Jinx. I was really torn between locking in the Jinx and Iron Constitution. It's just, you know, she gets hit so little, especially with how often I have a taunt up on Boudica, that I ended up not locking in the Jinx. That's kind of why I put Iron Constitution on. She also has Cadaver Fearing, Fish Folk Fearing, and Mellophobic. Then on Act 1 we got Favorite Toy, and then I got Token of Friendship because there really wasn't anything better. So that is what we're going with. We're going to be going into Act 3 like I said. Let's get to it. Oh, it's going to be healing received from skills on this act, huh? For no torch. And round start speed 5%, huh? Interesting.
Only trial and tribulation. The bulwark of your denial is giving way.
Alright, we are just going to get that back row down. So double plague.
Well done.
Down they go. 2 crits. Through the yap, we're just going to toe-to-toe to get the damage. And then smite. That one's almost down. Kind of surprised those two aren't. There we go, one's down. The other lost soul I'm surprised didn't go down, but I guess we didn't just hit it for 1 more damage like I thought. There we go. Wicked Hack. Smite. And Flag Grenade to take him out.
In this weighty gloom,
Minor Heartseeker. I mean, extra crit's great. Probably put that on Sarmenti.
there is so much worse in store.
That way he has an absurd amount of crit already. Between that and his memory, he has plus 6% crit. Clarifying Poultice, gonna hang on to that for the boss. These runs have been going all too well. We got Experimental Remedy.
It is safe here.
Remove negative quirk 25%. I think that's we're saving for the boss as well. What do we got for routes? We have Movement Resistance or Fog of War with Dulge. I know I can most likely take out the boss of the Tangle without help. If there are things in the Provisioner,
Relics remind us of a time before,
which it doesn't look like there are for the right items, I don't feel comfortable taking out the Harvest Child in Act 1. However, what I do see is the Luxury Guild Seal, which opens up a lot of shenanigans. So I'm going to take the Merchant Guild Seal, go to the... Yeah. We're going to the Tangle, because if I can get the right trophy, I think it's all trinkets are going to be basically free. So if I see a trinket I want, it's free.
Your coach must be maintained if it is to carry you where you must go.
So Tangle, Provisioner again. So there's a case to be made here that I can get the Orphan Wolf Cup, because then positive relationship chance up and 5% stress reduction per luxury gear. However, that being said, I don't really struggle with stress on this team. I'm thinking I'm still gonna take the rabbit, and I'm still gonna go for the Radiant Flame, just the max health and all that jazz. Just because I want the Grand Slam to be over. I'm done trying to do it with these other the other flames, and I'm done trying to do it without the extra help. If I'm being totally honest, I think I said that in a previous episode. We're gonna fight the General. The Greek Grenade will be helpful. Is it bleeding that the General can do? So I'm gonna take the Clotting Powders, and then I'm gonna take my Rabbit. I like my Rabbit. It's very hard to take my rabbit away from me. Then, because we're fighting the General,
when survival demands it,
we're taking Plague Grenade because we're hitting the General and the Vine at the same time then with the splash damage. And then we have... Okay, I still have this set up. I was thinking I needed to take Radiance off. There's a few arguments that could be made. However, I think my best case scenario is to get Smite on. That way I have an Execution too. And let's go. And I'll throw the items on. I bought stuff to up relationships and didn't use it. Oh well. And I'll throw the clotting powders on the closer we get to the lair.
Resignation.
Alright, so I really would like to go to that watchtower, which then would let me go to the oasis, which would then let me go to a cache. I'd then have to go to the unknown to the lair, but then I have the cache under me. I'm good. So let's get rid of the widows. Double plague grenade.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable.
Get him weakened. What is making that noise on my mic? Alright, let's do this, and then if we play grenade again, they go down? Alright. There might be a little background noise. I'm not sure what's making that right now. But I do see something is making some background noise on my OBS, so oh no. I'm as confused as some of you might be right now. Alright, we have our taunts, we have our blocks. Wicked Hack does damage for now because I don't have anything lowering her damage. I seem to get something on Boudica every time that lowers her damage. Alright, slice off. I think you have enough damage on you there, sir. So, death armor. Smite. Boudica gets to have fun. I think she would actually enjoy taking him down.
In this world, wealth is worthless without purpose. The fog is parted.
Alright, watchtower. Oh, I missed a creature den. Lovely. Oh yeah, we'll go to the oasis because I really don't want the faceless facsimile. I get a sealed doorway, which will be like 10 goods, I believe.
Convenient. At least we know what's coming. The loathing whispers.
I definitely want the spring water. We're not leaving. I want the spring water, Para.
Scavenge what you can, and be off once more.
Fresh bloodstains await us. Oh boy. I can't wait. Alright. What do we got here? Boxing gloves, that'll help. Armory key. I mean, another luxury gear, but that one is chance of looting trinkets. So that'll help out in different ways. That's just a vague trinket. So this armory key is good, but it's not going to help me out in any significant way right now. just so I can keep alive, we're going to throw on all of these spring waters.
Up ahead.
Actually, if there's a fight right there, let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. Ooh. 2 bishops in this guy. Bishops definitely need to go away. They have 22 health. They have 20 health and a blight. Happens if I thunderclap. Okay, both of them are stunned at least. Then I can yop. That'll weak the bishop. Then I can do this again. That's 10 on the bishop in the back. He goes down before anything happens. This will do more over time while I figure things out.
Early results are encouraging.
Burn the corpse.
A slow suffering begins.
Smite the knight. I believe that's enough to take out our bishop friend. So, revelry for stress. Slice off on knight.
A master stroke.
Slice off. Really wanted to get execution 2 going, but that'll have to do.
A steady subtraction, an invariable result.
On guard. Not that it's gonna help you. Oh, it added a death armor. It will help you. So we're just gonna yop. Yell that loudly at the person who's dying. Suppose we'll just do that. And then throw a vial on him.
The
I
unrelenting
wonder what actually killed him, the poison or the glass shards?
morbid game.
Probably the poison because, you know, all the armor, but a little funny thought. And we'll heal to full on the way there. Adrenaline tonic. That'll be helpful. So I can get food and a trinket, or I can get food and a positive quirk. So I know this gets me tinned goods. I'm not sure what the trinket is. I forget what the trinket is. The quirk probably would have been useful.
Artifact of
Apply on crit, instant kill 20%. Yeah, we'll just put it on our little crit goblin there.
I trust you have calculated your odds carefully. This will not be easy.
I mean, it would have also been funny to put on Para, but actually it would have been hilarious to put on Para for now. Yeah, we'll just toe-to-toe for now. Lock her in place. Para gets these two.
Steady yourself.
Yeah, we can Inspiring Cry.
This
Ouchie.
is no time to falter.
Alright, Revelry for stress since we have taunts. Back row blight, which turns into a partially front row blight. We have 1 death armor. Since I think it would be funny if we got a block on that soldier, I'm gonna keep him alive. I mean, quite honestly, any of them are gonna go.
Avoidable end.
That one's pretty easy. You go away. I doubt I'm gonna get the damage I need unless I mean, even if I use that. But unfortunately, death before dishonor. Yeah, let's actually change this a bit. So all allies behind get that. We can put this back on Sarmenti. Actually, no, that's a really good combo there. Cause extra damage too. Alright, let's get our trophy. 2 Arbalists absolutely need to go.
A general
15 health apiece.
lumbering.
You only need to do 5 combined damage between 2 plague grenades. There's 2 and 3. We'll yop for the week. Then burn these 2. No, we'll get stressed down.
There is comfort in company.
Then do this again. That's 3 and 3. They both go down.
Early results are encouraging. A deliberate and methodical appliance of harm.
Burn them both. Get rid of corpses. Burn them both. Get rid of blocks. 1 combo so we can stun them at a later point in time. Gonna Revelry for stress, getting rid of 2 on Boudica, 1 on the rest. We're gonna slice off, getting rid of block. No bleed, okay. Slice off again. Execution. Combo, get rid of block. And very negligible damage. Toe to toe. Fade to black. Just moving back so I can de-stress on my own. There we go.
A righteous action.
Advancing. Blah. Blah, I say. We will get rid of the bishop. So, I mean, I know I do it all the time, but it's very, very good to get rid of that back row.
Well done.
So, he's taken 6 damage, he's gonna take 10 more, we're gonna yop them. Oh, so that is the order, it's Reacher, then Tarantism. Good to know. is down. I was hoping that we could get rid of that foot soldier, but for now, marching orders, movement resistance, let's burn them all, so that'll put some damage onto him. He'll die before he does Death Before Dishonor, thankfully. Toe to toe.
Hold fast, for who knows what lurks.
And curing from the crit. I love it. Slice off. You bleeding maybe? No. That's not the one you want guarding you. It's not the one you want guarding you. Once again, I get safety and slumber. How many times is that in a row now? Also Footman's Grog and Clenching Claws. So, I mean, really not what I wanted, but I'll take the safety of slumber just because it's a trophy, and if nothing else, it gets me into the mountain.
Locked in a nightmare slumber. He is tortured by
So,
both real
let's
and
do this.
imagined.
I have a very stupid plan. So we're gonna slice off on the general.
Brilliant conclusion.
That gets him bleeding. I want to Plague Grenade the general. Hopefully get him blighted. Yop. For the taunt, get him weakened. No? Okay. Going to de-stress while I can. Smite the general. I'm gonna Encore to get that on cooldown. Double Plague Grenade. I don't need to do anything drastic yet. He's got 15 blight, 3 bleed. That hurt a bit.
Around your violence, and apply it judiciously.
We're going to Rakish Revelry for the stress. Two more creeping growths. I'm not sure this is going to work how I want it to. Fire grenade. Okay, that didn't work how I wanted it to. But we still have Sarmenti in faster than Reynald, so this will work. Flag grenade. Oh, this won't work how I want it. Oh no, it's fine. Okay. We're gonna do Mineral Rich on her to get stress down, heal her a tad. Then we're gonna move back.
Small acts that drive back the darkness.
We're going to toe for the taunts. Still at 15 and 3. Going to Soil Stirs for the bleeding resistance, and we're gonna slice off.
Collaboration.
Soil Stirs, I'm guessing is going off. Just in case it crits. Oh wait, that's gonna... No, it still goes in the middle too. Alright, Holy Lance. That'll be 1 of 2. There's 2 of 2. Oh, we didn't resist the bleed. Alright, adrenaline rush. Bleeds 8. Wow. Alright, slice off. Got a plague grenade again. You have a mineral rich, right, Boudica? No, you don't. Yop maybe will stun you. I don't think you can be stunned. You have the mineral rich. Holy Lance. And 42. He's got one turn. That'd put him at 32. Encore. No. That would put him at 22, 18. And Reynald can heal himself. Or actually, better plan, better plan, better plan.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Because Soil Stir is going off in the front too.
Awash in turmoil.
I don't need the taunts. However, this would put him at Death Armor 2.
Unsteady stances. Exhaustion takes hold.
Gonna heal Reynald just in case. Oh, that's gonna be Meltdown. I was very much contemplating healing that stress. Oh well. Stuff happens. Taunt. Sermenti, get a hit, please. If it's these two, we can finish the general. Before Sermenti, I don't need to heal. Although that probably would have been a good plan. Alright, one mastery, we got all that jazz, some of which I didn't need. Throwing it on. Boudica, Clenching Claws, Para, Footman's Grog, just so you don't get stunned. Also, the Anchoring Charm might be a good idea. Mineral Rich, Adrenaline Tonic. There we go.
Chaos must be met with unwavering...
I don't know, sometimes the, I shouldn't say sometimes, most of the time, the Act 1 lair boss gets pretty sketchy for me, at least. Oof. At least we have the taunts on Boudica. So, actually just going to use this to heal up and de-stress. Light the back row. That almost gets rid of the Arbalist. We can weaken the front row, taunt them more. Arbalist goes down on its next turn. Just so he goes faster next turn. Arbalist goes down, Foot Soldier goes down. So, I mean, first of all, let's put a burn on both of them so I have a chance at execution.
Cooperation is the key.
Then burn. Adrenaline tonic might be helpful later. I don't necessarily need the heal right now. Put a blind there. Blight there. Execute you, because you're probably going to be more of an issue. Surprised you hit. I can finish you off, then the other one goes. Sounds like a decent idea.
Steady subtraction, an invariable result.
Alright. Calibrating sensor, sacrificial host. Neither are bad. Just don't intend on missing too often. I see, and there's probably going to be a bunch of dodge I'm forgetting about. Screw the urchin. Toe to toe, he goes down. Back row blight. Actually, no, magnesium rain. Then we can get the widow. Ooh, we're stunned. But Widow goes down. One more down. Reynald is stunned. Lost Soul is stunned, but it's taking 8 damage around and it has 9 health. So that's our win.
Sweet reprieve.
Bloodied Branch on crit, melee skill 66%. If it bleeds, we're not using. I mean, it's something for now. Oh, she has better for her particular build right now. Keeping people alive is her particular build. Alright, Herald and Altar have to go down. We'll yop these two. Just try to get the weak on them. And Blight again.
A master stroke.
Herald goes down. Alter on next turn. We can burn off the block plus. Burning off the block plus and the taunt.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
We'll hit them both, make Magnesium Rain. That way, we have a good chance at execution in a little bit. I mean, you're not really doing much there. We'll get the taunts. And then slice off.
A slow dissection.
We can at least get execution 1.
The work continues.
And start ripping this one a new one. Hey, your blocks aren't going to do much for you. Suppose we can Adrenaline Rush though. Kind of hoping for an instant kill there.
Hold fast, for who knows what lurks in the beyond.
And there we go.
We are the flame.
Another mastery, another flame.
For all the world to see.
That Dark Impulse doesn't work how I want it to. That was the exact opposite. I would be popping on Boudica in a heartbeat. That is not what I thought Reynold would be saying at all. Okay, so we got to the end. We got a lot of stuff to be using. We got 3 mastery points, which is amazing.
Rest now for a time.
Also, the signature war paint. Sarmenti got pacifist. Rabies has to go. So I'm gonna have to fix that. They all de-stressed. What are our routes? We got the Shroud and the Sprawl.
Of our land.
Avoid the Watchtower and 100% Oblivion Tears. I mean, I'm fine with this. I wanted to go to the Sprawl anyway. It's one of my favorite areas, especially for some of the trophies and trinkets I would like, versus the Shroud, which doesn't give me some of the stuff I would like, and extra mastery points. So let's use these really quick. I already have Plague Grenade for the Lair boss. Slice Off would be an extra bonus, other than that Encore not giving him weak. Yop lasting for 2 turns and having the possibility of stun. Alright, so let's use some of these items quick. Boudica and Para need some fixing. Or rather, Boudica and Sarmenti and Para needed some fixing. And after that, take a little bit of a gamble. Well, I can fix that in a little bit. We'll go Reynold and Para because Sarmenti can't use these. Well. I needed some room for some other things because the first thing I saw was the Roast Pig. Roast Pig ups all relationships by 1. I mean, there's more whiskey flasks too, and I also see a few other things here. I don't see anything to remove negative quirks, unfortunately, but I did see this cream of the crop. Icebox, food barrels, pot and still, stew pot. And I can buy them all thanks to Merchant Guild Seal.
As vital to survival as sharpened steel.
How I love thee.
A sound
and yes, I am doing it.
In roads yet untraveled.
I know I might not be able to do all the armor repairs, but it's worth it.
judgment.
And I know I don't get to use the Trinket Organizer or the Almanac Sprawl, but
Instincts serve you well.
screw it.
The plating is
So we will be dumping these because I don't need them, more or less. I will be keeping the Merchant Guild Seal for every time we go to a inn, but otherwise, still get to use this for this inn. Songbook of Touching Dirges. Still gonna use the whiskey flasks. I'm still gonna use the playing cards. Actually, if I don't get to use the Touching Dirges and the Rousing Tunes, who's melophobic? That would be Para. Okay, so we'll see about fixing that. But everyone's at least neutral now, thankfully. I was seeing if I could make anyone at least. I know Boudica doesn't do damage when she does any like attack type things, but she also does buffs, and when she does her attack, when she's like a Morris and things like that, she also does a bleed. So that's not bad either. So it's not bad getting that relationship up. I just prefer some of the other ones in this group. I think I kind of want to keep the signature item for the boss as well. I know that's keeping a lot of things for the mountain, so I'm kind of keeping myself in a weird spot here. Do that. I'm gonna get rid of the Bloodied Branch. Some of this other stuff. I don't plan on using that Dark Impulse, but if something drops that's really good and I need a Dark Impulse, that one might be good. And then we'll put this back on the Wainwright.
Bolted on,
and we will pick up from there going into the Sprawl next time. So that'll be it for this time. As always, I wish you all well. I will see you next time, and please have a good one.